Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Hello Harem podcast. I'm your host, Alex Luby, and I'm joined, as always, by the horniest of homies to sail the seven seas, Mr. Jonathan Semrau, Anthony Luby, Luke Farnsworth, and Neil. We have a full crew today. How is the full crew doing?
Oh, you know.
Vibing.
Off to a strong start.
As always.
So things are rough out in the streets.
Detroit ain't what it used to be.
We film this podcast live from Detroit every week. For those of you that don't know.
I had to stop before I said it again.
So I got a question. What is more dangerous? This is a real question that I need you all to answer very honestly. What is more dangerous? Iraq, East Cleveland, or Detroit? What is the most which one are you more likely to get shot at?
As a white American or just in general?
Just as a person.
If you're walking through...
As a white American, Iraq 1,000%.
No, if you're just walking around, which one are you more likely to get shot at?
Iraq still.
See, I honestly, I
disagree.
genuinely
Because there
feel
are parts
like,
of Iraq that aren't inhabited.
I genuinely feel like Detroit is the most dangerous.
What about, I'm surprised Gary wasn't on that list.
Gary's not on that list because Gary's basically hell.
Dude, he's a snail.
No, Gary...
Man!
Gary's actually a city in Indiana, Luke.
No,
Gary,
I know.
Indiana.
We've talked about Gary,
Did we?
Indiana several times.
Unfortunately, we have talked about Gary, Indiana
Jesus
before.
Way too many times, if I can be frank, and my name's Luke.
I guess if you compare big cities, there's like New York and Detroit, and then like you small cities, it'd be like Canton to Gary. You know what I mean?
I'm really glad I'm not in Gary.
What's the Gary to Canton ratio these days?
Like 6. I don't even...
I don't know what that means.
I have no idea how to answer
I don't know what that
scale.
even means.
If any of our viewers have ever been or live in Gary, Indiana, one, I'm sorry for you. Two, could you please email us your experiences? We'd love to read your Gary, Indiana experiences on the show.
Don't.
Could you also...
No, they will.
Could
I
you
don't
also
want that.
tell us about the Gary to Canton ratio as well as your ball to shaft ratio? Ratio.
Ratio.
Woo. I'm here to do trigonometry.
Jay, going back to your original question, I genuinely feel like Detroit is the most dangerous out of those
Okay,
three.
I have rationale for why I think either Detroit or East Cleveland are more dangerous than Iraq. And I'm sure that every one of our soldier watchers, we know you're out there.
We know some soldiers are fucking weebs.
You know you're fighting for
Actually,
us.
a lot of the army is weebs.
Yeah, they know what they're fighting for.
Rios
They know what they're fighting
Bring them home, boys!
They know what they're fighting for.
We mean no disrespect to the military, by the way.
No, this is all in good respect. I'm saying they know what they're fighting for.
They know what they're fighting for.
No offense to you soldiers out there, but I feel like because there are parts of Iraq that you can walk through where there's nothing around, that makes it slightly less dangerous than if you were to walk down Detroit in the middle of the night, just walking around.
You know, it doesn't even have to be night.
It just has to be Detroit.
It can be like 8:30 in the morning, and you could either get shot or hood mobbed.
You know, we heard a story, actually, was it Wednesday? We were up here at band practice. And this girl who also works here, she has the local dog, Olive.
Ah, the local
The local dog.
podcast dog.
Yeah, podcast band dog, Olive.
She calls me Riz.
She calls Jonathan Riz.
She has a friend who lives in Detroit.
She does.
And she got her car stolen. And what they did to steal this car was break the window, put it in neutral, take the car that the guy originally got out of, because there were two of them, and then push the car with the other car down the road, stole the tires, and left the car.
Isn't that a whole ass operation?
Why wouldn't you just take them
Why
out of the
didn't they just
driveway?
Take the tires.
Why?
That was a lot of work for not a good payoff.
Why did they have to
maybe,
move the car?
He didn't move it. He pushed the car with the other car down
It
the
wasn't.
road.
know,
It
but-
wasn't in good wheel stealing.
I get that, but what the it's literally like, hey guys, I have this idea. Let's steal someone's car and then make them look for it. Let's take someone's tires then make them find the car.
Like, were they assholes? Did they just set it on the ground, or did they at least put like cinder blocks or something underneath it so it didn't like destroy the frame?
I think you're an asshole if you take someone's car and steal the wheels either way.
Yeah, but you're more of an asshole if you destroy their frame along with it because you just totaled their car.
Look, we're talking about Detroit here.
Yeah, they have standards.
Do they?
We in Detroit.
Detroit is Motor City, dude.
I can't speak so
They
ill
have
about
respect
it.
for cars.
My ass, dude. The automotive industry in Detroit's been dead longer than my grandpa. It's fucked there.
The automotive industry was founded in Detroit.
And it's
Founded.
died.
But it
Ford
died there,
still
too.
is based in Detroit.
Welcome to Detroit. The automotive industry was born here, and the hopes and dreams and the automotive industry of everybody that worked there is also dead.
Automotive.
Would you like a tour of the fucking factories? You just gotta climb the fence and run past the hobos that are gonna try to rape and diddle you the whole way there. You want to see where old Fords were made? Well, just walk past this guy actively doing heroin.
Actually, it's a very nice area. I've been to the Ford Museum.
Oh, I'm Luke, and I like Detroit.
The one, I've
Oh my
been-
God, guys!
I've-
Luke's from Detroit.
I know.
What if Luke was Detroit?
I've been in Detroit one time, and then that one time we weren't even outside for long. We walked from our car to the music venue and walked back. And in that time, a homeless man asked us for 5 cents so he could get some nose candy.
You did, yeah.
Did you give him 5
You
cents?
should have given him 5 cents then.
I think all we had, we didn't really have money on us.
Listen,
At the time, we were dirt poor.
I would've given him
Costed all our money
$10.
to buy those tickets.
He was being honest.
I would have given him $10.
I respected
for
the honesty, but like that's my Detroit experience. You don't have to be there long to
it.
see
And
some
you
shit.
know what? That's not a Detroit experience. That was just Detroit.
Yeah, that's
I stopped to get gas on
Detroit.
8 Mile.
Did you die?
No, I went in because I had to piss. There was a condom dispenser in the bathroom,
Well, there's one of those up
which
by
is pretty
Sam's
neat.
Club.
It was pretty neat.
There's
I'm
one
not
of those
gonna
up
lie.
at, like, probably in the TA.
Yeah, there's
I'm
one
not
of those.
gonna lie, it's
There's
pretty-
one in the bathroom of the
Pretty
TA.
fucking neat. I was like, man,
The condom dispenser in the tea is just plastic Ziploc bags. Come on.
No, there's condom dispensers in the TA. There's also one in the gas station. I think it's a Speedway across the street from Sam's Club.
I love how the condom dispensers are right next to the baby changing dispenser.
They go hand
But
in
it was-
hand.
but it wasn't just condoms in there. In the men's restroom, there were also tampons.
Hmm?
Yeah, you could just get tampons from the dispenser in the men's restroom.
Hold on. So you're telling me Hungry Man can fund these guys tampons, but they can't give our fucking podcast?
Hungry Man sponsors Detroit, but not Hello Harem.
I didn't know Hungry Man sold tampons.
That's how we
We've
were
been
gonna go.
asking for tampons from Hungry Man
And
for
a
like
router.
We've also been
7
asking
weeks.
for a router.
We
Well,
need
wait,
one.
Okay, a router we genuinely
Wait,
need
hold on.
here.
Wait, yeah, we need one.
We genuinely need a router.
That doesn't mean that everyone that has a router is funded by Hungry Man.
That's what you think.
It might
Hungry
be.
Man is bigger.
I
Hungry
bet
Man is bigger than what we
You didn't
know.
have a hungry technician come to your house to install your Wi-Fi router?
The Hungry
weird.
Nation.
I thought they came to my house.
Cleaned my pipes while he was there.
Hungry Man
My
technicians
toilet
also
flushes
have a
like
plumber.
new.
AT&T.
What?
That's a front.
You get a router from
Hungry Man.
AT&T?
No, I got my modem from it. I bought my own router and I put it up myself.
Why would you buy a modem from AT&T?
Because they give you a modem when
Yeah,
you set up your
Yeah,
internet.
they give you some.
That's how you get
Why
internet.
do that when you can just buy a backyard barbecue and get one with it?
Comes with Wi-Fi.
Why am I going to plug in a backyard barbecue into the wall?
No, you don't. You don't. you don't plug in the backyard barbecue. It comes with your purchase.
Well, you know what? To quote the opening to Jay's favorite show as a child, you take the moon and you take the sun.
That actually was my favorite
Take
show as a
everything
child.
that looks like fun,
No, you take everything that seems like fun.
as it seems.
You stir them up
Sorry,
and then
dude.
you're done.
That actually was my
Rada,
favorite show
rada,
from
rada,
childhood.
rada, rada, rada.
Rada.
That was a really good guess, Luke. God damn. He's like,
Chowder was a bop. I really missed that show.
was about really missing shit.
Oh, I pooped myself.
All right, well, I'm going to get off this, whatever the fuck we're
Yeah,
on
I
right
have
now.
a funny story involving my phone.
I'll
case.
go first. Mine's quick. It's not really a story. It's more of a funny line Kyle said yesterday when we were talking. So, I mean, I'm sure everyone is familiar with what's going on in the stock market with GameStop and the hedge funds and AMC.
For those who aren't, could we get a brief?
what basically
GameStop's going to collapse Western society.
basically what happened was some Redditors on this subreddit Wall Street Bets found out that a hedge fund or a few hedge funds were short selling GameStop. Basically what that is you make everyone sell the stock so they buy it really low, and they place bets on it. So when the stock falls below their bet, they make a lot of money, and then they rebuy the stock, and then it goes back to normal, and they sell it off again for like insane amount of profits because they can dump tons of money in.
Billions of dollars.
So
Millions even.
people on Reddit were like, fuck you guys, we're going to jack the price up. And oh shit, they did.
Let's create an artificial need.
Yeah, the original like sitting price for GameStop before that was like $11.
It was $4.
It was $12.
Did you?
We just said three different
I'm thinking
fucking
AMC.
numbers.
No, yeah, I looked
$4.
today. I looked today because I was showing
It
my
was-
grandpa, and it was $12.
Yeah, it was
to
around-
start off with.
It was that, and so they got this shit up to like
$3.96 right now.
over $400 a share. That is like an astronomical amount, and these hedge funds had to buy back their stocks for crazy amounts of money, and they lost billions of dollars. Like I read somewhere that some shut down. So that's basically what happened. So me, Alex, Kyle, Matt, Josh, Nate, we all jumped in. We wanted to be little fuckers and fuck with the stock market too. And so in this event, the meme stock Dogecoin also started taking off. So
Dogecoin.
an original share for Dogecoin was like
0.000567 of a penny.
You could pick up a lot of Dogecoin for a fucking
It
dollar.
was like a fraction of a cent.
And Dogecoin started rising. I mean, a lot. Like the increases were crazy. It got up to 8 cents one night, which is holy shit.
Astronomical.
So the next day we're all talking about it. We're like, yeah, we're just gonna sit on this Dogecoin. And Kyle goes, well, we were just talking about it, and Kyle and Nate were kind of like, they weren't nervous. They were just like, dude, Dogecoin is gonna fucking shit the bed. So we were talking.
It shit the bed.
And Kyle's like, Matt, I don't own stock. I own funny dog money. And when he said that, like me and Josh started rolling.
Funny dog money.
I lost my shit when he said that.
No, if you look at Dogecoin like today, it's down like 300% or something. It's down lower than it was before it got that boost.
No, it's sitting around. I own it.
It took a shit today.
I have
checking it right
248
now.
shares.
No, I thought it took a shit today.
No, I think it's probably sitting around 2-3
How many
cents.
shares?
248.
I have 1,000 shares of Dogecoin.
What's it sitting at?
Yeah, Dogecoin took a shit, but I'm still up $4.74.
What's it sitting at? What's
On
its
my
sitting
initial.
price?
2 cents, almost 3.
Almost 3.
Rounded to 3 cents.
I'm waiting to see what happens.
But it's down 14%.
from what, the 8? I mean, it got up to 8 cents, and that's a lot for
Yeah.
fucking Dogecoin. I mean, come on, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I put $25 and I got 1,000 shares.
You might want to blur your phone out, by the way, because you just showed your Robinhood password whenever you logged in.
I'll blur it out. I'll put a blur screen. But yeah, Dogecoin's popping off. One night, Matt was up like $110.
Yeah, and
On
Dogecoin.
what? Dogecoin.
How much did he put into it?
90?
like
$90?
$90. But I mean, it's gonna take off like Bitcoin. I know it.
Just
Hold,
give it like,
Yeah,
give it
dude,
like
we don't
8
we don't
years.
sell.
How much money did you put into Dogecoin?
I only put in $21.
Put 25.
It's not a lot of money.
No, it's
No,
not.
I mean
That's-
It's not.
But we
And
put
he
in
has 1,000 shares, so if that goes up to $1, he literally has $1,000.
$1,000. Imagine if it was like the price of Bitcoin like now.
Holy fuck.
I'd be a multi-millionaire.
Wait, if that goes up to that, holy fuck.
we
What
will
if-
be
I'll
rich
be a
as fuck.
What if
multi-millionaire.
Dogecoin goes up to $2?
I'd lose my fucking
Alex
mind.
and Anthony both make
$2,000?
$2 fucking bricks off it. Oh shit! Let's pop these bands. How'd you make it? Dog bucks.
I was
funny dog money.
but the night before, every like
Oh, that's
we just
so
had
unfortunate.
some
one
some
fell.
foam fell.
Yeah, it's not even in frame.
No, it's not. But the night before Robinhood shut everything down, I bought 8 shares of AMC.
I got a few of AMC.
I
as well.
bought it for it was like $12 a share. It went up to like $40.
It didn't get that high. I think the max it got to was 21,
21.
25.
Regardless, I was up a lot of money.
Could you not sell?
No, not really, because Robinhood kind of fucked over every single person on their
That's
platform.
what I heard.
Yeah,
Unless you're like a hedge funder, you
Yep.
can't. Fucking
yeah. They
do anything.
basically stopped the free market and they let insiders trade, so the market could get back to normal.
Rich
but,
assholes being rich assholes.
Yeah, and they still haven't like fixed it. You can only buy a fraction of a share.
You can't even buy
anymore.
crypto right now.
No, you can't buy crypto.
Unless you use like real money. You can't use your funds from Robinhood to purchase more.
Right.
But good
How
thing you
much money
did.
does Robinhood get you if you sign up?
You don't get money for signing. They give you like a free stock, and then you just put in your money from your bank.
Yeah, and whatever you get from that stock, you take. I don't think they take a percentage. They're just a brokerage.
Real fast, Dogecoin predicted by 2040 to reach $2.
Hey,
I guess I'm holding on to.
Dude, that's my retirement right there.
2040.
That Dogecoin.
Wait, you said $2 in 2040?
Yes.
That's my retirement.
$20
19 years.
in 19 years. That
The equivalent of starting a CD.
That's my retirement.
I'm gonna put all my savings into Dogecoin.
Just
You
wait.
could start a more reliable way of making money.
I could invest in a
could
Roth
get a
IRA.
job.
I could invest in a Roth IRA fund.
Guys, I have this great idea.
We should
What?
sell
And
our
there's no way.
used car loans.
There's no way this will blow up in our faces. Let's all buy stock in Apple.
All right, there's no way to lose money in this. What if we took the moon and we took the sun?
Guys, there's no way to there's no way to lose money in this. What if the moon was made of cheese?
It is made of cheese.
Yeah, he's right.
Alex, let's get on with your funny anime story. I want to hear that. I'm
Okay,
curious.
yeah, this one, it started off wholesome, then it turned kind of like awkward.
As they do.
So it's Friday.
Uh-huh.
We're finished up work. I get pawned off on the other guy to take me home because my boss didn't want to. So I'm already feeling like a nuisance at this point. Anyway, we're filling up gas, and I was filling up the tank, just, minding my own business. I go up to the register to pay, and I had my phone case, my Kagami from Lucky Star phone case. And the clerk sees it, and he says, he didn't say the name Kagami. He's like, nice blah blah phone case. I forget the name he used. And I said like, thanks, dude, that's cool. He was wearing like a Neptuna hat and a 02 shirt.
At the register?
At the register.
What gas station
So-
do you go to?
So like he messed up the name,
Or
and
not.
I just kind of passed it. Oh, Gecko.
Yeah,
On 30th.
Yeah,
Gecko on 30th.
Yeah.
This was a really tiny one.
yeah.
Can I continue?
Can you suck my butt?
No. But anyway, so I pay him. I understand he made a mistake. I'm like, the guy probably knows who Lucky Star is, so I'm pumping my gas. And this is like,
He knows who Lucky Star is.
yeah.
He knows who Mr. Lucky Star is.
Or what? He knows what Lucky Star is. So I'm pumping my gas anyway. This is like a solid 5 minutes later. I'm just filling my tank, and he walks up to me. And I'm like, what's up? He's like, I just wanted to let you know that's Kagami from Lucky Star. And I'm like, yeah, it is. You're right. He's like, I made a mistake. I'm so sorry. I'm like, you're good, dude.
Why
Like,
are you apologizing?
I'm like, it happens. Like, I'm surprised you knew who she was, because not many people know Lucky Star nowadays. And he just stood there. So, and like a really long 5 seconds passed, and he's like, yeah, dude, I'm a huge fucking weeb. And I'm like, me too. We have a podcast. You should listen to it sometime. And his expression just changed from like excited to tell me about a weeb to sad. He stood at the ground and he started kicking pebbles. And then he showed me his shirt with 02 on. I was like, oh, that's a badass shirt. She's my favorite. And he walked away.
What?
That was
it.
That was a very painful interaction.
That was about it.
So he was socially awkward.
Why was he
and we're
so
all
upset
gonna
about
make-
the podcast?
I don't know. Like he was pretty chill when he came up to me at first. I was like, "Oh, cool, dude." Like, you felt the need to tell me you made a mistake. I respect that. You're owning up to it. And we talked for what seemed like 30 seconds.
It
and
seemed
then-
like days.
And he just like got really quiet.
Did you at least tell him the name of the podcast?
Yeah. I
Okay,
said
good.
hello,
We
Mom.
got our recognition.
But I don't know. He might have forgot it by now. But then he walked away, and I was kind of dumbfounded. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
I guess like what really makes me go in this is if I made that mistake and I say I saw Jay's phone case, I'm like, oh, that's 02. I like that. And we're at the gas station. He leaves and he's pumping his gas. I would not go out to him and say, yeah, dude, I made a mistake. That's my stock Regima.
No, because at the
Like, you
I
just-
already forgot about it.
I would have been like,
No one-
I was
yeah.
You know what?
I would have came out and been like, dude, I just made the biggest fucking mistake. Dude, that's Rem from 02. I knew that all along.
Like, in a way, I like respected it. I was like, this dude has the balls to come out and like own up to it. But
That's not even like a mistake. That's
No, it's
well,
not.
you gotta think like for a weeb, it might be a big mistake.
Yeah,
Like,
dude,
oh shit,
if-
dude, I fucked up one of my
Dude,
favorite
listen,
waifus.
he
I
could
can't
be
believe
afraid. Alice could study the blade for all he knows,
that.
dude.
I could have ripped one out anyway.
He could have just.
He walks out, dude. I'm super sorry. I was wrong. And Alex just stares at him. I'm so shaking. Starts drinking the
He
gasoline.
transforms
and
into a car.
and violently shitting his pants while staring. Just go. And the dude's like, I'm sorry.
Alex pulls out a blade and he's just like, you'll pay with your blood.
Alex pulls out Karamitz and is like spinning him around his fingers like this, but they're cutting his wrist every time they spin her. He's like, the dude's like, I'm sorry, dude. The gas is free. The gas is free.
The gas is on me.
The gas is on. Takes the fucking pump out and it's just fucking and it makes that noise like he's just like gas. And then he's like, I'm so sorry. He like starts to try and walk away. Alex is like, right. And then turns around. He's like, I accept your apology.
Check out the Hello Harem podcast.
And then Alex is like, I bid you adieu. And like does that, and a teeth sparks, and Alex bursts into flames like that fucking monk at the get-go.
All while Alex is just screaming Konnichiwa because that's all.
Konnichiwa!
It was, I don't know. In the past 2 weeks, I've had some. You spit.
It's America out here.
I had some
my
weird.
God.
I had some like crazy experiences with some anime stuff. in the
nobody
past 2
ever
weeks.
says anything to me about anime in public.
I was gonna ask,
Ever.
has anyone ever had encounters like that
No.
I had a weird encounter with my mother
recently?
like 2 days ago.
Ooh.
Well,
They don't
it wasn't a
need-
weird encounter as much as she just looked real disappointed. Sitting there on the couch, playing on my Switch, and my phone is sitting on my lap like this. So my phone case is to the sky, and I can get a good look around.
Right.
And my mom walks in, and she starts talking to me about school. She's like, yeah, how did this go? Blah, 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 how did this go? And she looks down at my phone case. She goes, I hate that phone case. I was just like,
Why?
I was like, what? She's like, the other one was cute and funny. This one's gross. And then she just walked away. I was like, fuck me. My mom just called me gross. The other one was cute and funny. This one is gross.
Haha, yeah, my parents don't care.
I'd rather have that than have them care.
You know what's if we're on the
Your dad
topic
watches
of
the podcast sometimes.
Yeah, he does.
if we're on the topic of parents and
Big
anime,
Mike.
for Christmas I got like everybody Nesso berries. I got the really small ones for like everyone besides you guys, and I got my mom like a Christmas themed Rem, and it is hanging in her car
It is, yeah.
on the rearview mirror for everyone to see.
Yeah.
I was like, listen, mom, like I get you want to support your son. I'm like,
You're telling her to take it down?
no. I'm like, you don't have to embarrass yourself like this if you don't want to.
Is she
Rem is
there?
still there. Oh yeah, Rem is there. She's vibing in the car
Does
everywhere.
she think she's cute or something?
Yeah, she said she's adorable.
Yeah.
Aw.
It's a Christmas Rem.
What if we put Ram instead?
What if you put Ram in the passenger seat? of
Or
your
a
mom's
hood
car?
ornament?
I'd get a hood ornament Rem.
Why?
What do you mean?
Why not?
Why?
Replace my Jaguar one with a Rem.
Motherfucker, you do not drive a Jaguar.
88.
You drive the horse that isn't cool enough to be a Jaguar.
I drive like the pygmy horse.
I'm gonna be honest. I actually hate hood ornaments.
Anthony drives.
I think
I don't really care for hood
I
ornaments.
think they
either.
look stupid.
Anthony doesn't drive the horse. Anthony rides the pony.
Pony
My
by
car
Genuine?
doesn't have a hood ornament.
Mine doesn't either.
I don't think anyone's car here has a hood ornament.
No, because we all drive fucking
The only
economic
Cars
cars.
with, like hood ornaments,
Economic is not the term, but we drive normal cars.
We
I
drive
guess.
middle class cars.
Yeah.
I think only Mercedes, Jaguar,
Rolls Royce.
Rolls Royce, I think Bentley.
Yo, girl, put your finger in your ass. It's me, MCJ. I'm coming to bring the heat. I'm gonna bust down these homies schmeat. Alex next to me, and he got a big sack. And Anthony's over there, and he's walking the whack. He's got a big dick, but he's got a small balls. And Luke's over there. He blew a hole out of his ass. Oh, my God. Luke, is your asshole okay? Is your asshole okay? Yo, say it for the homies in the back. Let me see you clap. Let me see you clap, Luke. Come on, let me see you clap once. One clap. Two-step this time.
Reverse.
You take the moon and you take the sun.
Andy, Jonathan's rap reminds me of Matt's when he tried to insult you every
Dude,
single
my
time
raps
he
are
would rap.
so bad.
Dude, we should do a Matt versus Jay.
Fuck, that night gave me an aneurysm.
Like freestyle off.
That night gave me an aneurysm.
What night?
When we
the
got
night.
fucking trashed and Matt just insulted Anthony
Dude,
the
we
whole
could do
time.
a 1v1, Jonathan
And then-
versus Matt.
And then remember, Jay wouldn't stop trying to freestyle. It
Yeah.
went on for like 3 hours.
It's like they both got mad skill.
I had bars at one point.
No. There was one point where Jay had like one bar.
He had
that was
one
okay.
single bar out of
Yeah.
the whole like 3 hours, and
Yeah.
we kept begging him to stop.
And you know what that's called? Artist tuition. I'm working my skill. You
I'm
just out.
beating these.
You know what? You just out here having a bitch ass job while I'm out here on that grind, 9 to 5, 7 days a week, working on my flow in the studio, cooking up beats, sending them out, selling my mixtape, extorting people to sell my CDs, putting it out on SoundCloud, making no money, getting sad, and going back to Arby's.
Maybe if you got rid of that little yee ass haircut.
No. Who was in Paris?
Okay.
Okay, we're back.
Let's get on to an anime topic, shall we?
What?
An anime topic?
Thought we were the baby podcast.
We already did.
We
our
actually
baby
did
bit.
put a debate video up on
our TikTok.
On our TikTok. Make sure to follow
Hello, Harem.
at tiktok.com.
Send us your email.
We do actually have a TikTok though. If you can, I'll put it in the description below.
we gotta swing by my house on the way home.
Okay.
I gotta get my Odie.
Okay, that's good.
Luke, did you bring yours?
Of course, I brought my whoop.
We were all gonna bring the wood, but we weren't sure if you were gonna make it tonight, so we didn't bring it.
Have you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart?
All right,
right,
let's
anime.
get into an anime topic. I know we wrote a few the other night.
All right, so we've all seen quite a few shows, except for Jake, because he doesn't watch anime.
Yep.
You're right. Honestly, I've never felt like a bigger normie than I have like this season. There are shows I desperately want to watch that I just haven't watched. It's a fucking bummer. You know how bad I
You are
want to
missing out.
You know how bad I want to watch the quintessential quintuplets, but I can't because I got a fucking 60 on my last exam.
Bro, imagine.
Ooh, you got 60.
Dude, that's a good fucking grade. I don't know what you're talking
Is it?
about.
Is it? 60 back in my day was bad.
Well, when the average of all my exams are 40%, that's a pretty
Is
good
it 60 a
fucking
D?
grade.
60 is a D.
Depends on your grading scale. Sometimes it's an F.
Yeah, I think our grading scale is 55 and lower is an F.
It's St. Thomas 64 and below was an F.
55
That's right.
to 65 is a D. 65 to 75 is a C. 75 to 85 is a B, and anything above 85 is an A.
Damn.
Look, I've been through a lot of my classes where a 40% is a C.
No.
Yes.
That's hard.
Really?
40% a C. Because they expect you to not get higher than a 40%.
What the fuck's an F?
Uh-huh.
What the fuck is the point?
What the fuck is an F? What the fuck is the point?
Been there, done that.
Whenever Anthony says that, can we get like a freeze frame and then the screen goes black and white and sad music plays as you zoom in on Anthony's face?
All right. Okay. Watch that on the YouTube video.
Editor, get that in.
You got it, dude. I'll hit it up.
Oh, shit, our editor's here.
Yeah. Yeah.
He works on commission.
But, guilty pleasure anime. Shows that you've watched and you thoroughly enjoyed, even though you know it was a shit fucking show.
Oh, we're talking about in general, except not like this season.
Yeah, just in
Oh,
general.
dude,
Yeah,
great. I
no.
can contribute then.
No,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
in
yeah.
general. That's why I said we've all watched a lot of anime, except Jake, because he doesn't watch anime.
Okay, I actually have one to start with.
Let's hear it.
Shows that we watched that were fucking garbage that I very much enjoyed. Blade Dance of Elementals.
You can't out pizza the hut.
No one out pizzas the hut.
Papa John.
Didn't we talked about that show last week?
We did talk about that
We
show
talked
last
about
week.
that last week. We brought up that exact scene.
I don't know why. Oh, because one of the shows this season is made by the same people that did Blade Dance.
That show is hilarious. Oh my god, I got actually a story about Blade Dance. It's really short. I'll make it short.
You can go.
My girlfriend's little sister is a weeb in training. So what she does is she will go on to Verve. She uses our Verve login because I gave it to her.
Oh, God.
She goes.
I'm so happy I made myself a separate account.
Yeah, she goes. No. Like my watch list is on there, and she has seen the watch list.
You probably have a lot of similar shows on mine.
Yeah,
so,
it's a lot of fucked up shit.
That's a lot of
But it's a lot of hentai. So she goes on there and she'll look through shows and then she'll write down on a notebook like shows that she thinks looks good, and then she'll give me the notebook and be like, which one of these should I watch? Which one of these?
Peer review.
Yeah, she's like, which one of these should I watch? Which one of these are garbage? And which one of these should I watch if I want to watch garbage? So, for the most part, since she's in training, she doesn't go into the real deep stuff. So it's like stuff that I've, for the most part, either seen or you guys have talked about enough to where I can give a sort of opinion on it. Mm-hmm. So she was like, I go over to Autumn's house one time and she's like, Jay, look, my friend, this dude I go to school with, let me borrow his Verve. And he said, look through his watch list and just show shows from that. And he wants to know if these are shows that he should watch.
What?
He wants review from me. And I'm like, because she tells her friends that I'm a big fucking weeb. And
you don't even watch anime.
He's in a podcast.
So she told them that. At least 2 of them subscribed to our YouTube because I made them. I took their phones and subscribed.
All right, Lil Weebs in training.
Yeah, so
You're doing good.
Anyway, I'm looking through this dude's watch list, and I'm scrolling through, and it's the typical shit. It's I'm like, oh, Darling in the Franxx, great show. Yeah, watch that. Fucking Attack on Titan. Okay, yeah, good show. Watch that. And Bunny Girl Senpai, awesome show. Really watch that. Scroll down a little further. Citrus.
Watch it. Great
I found
show.
Citrus. I was
Amazing.
I found Citrus. I was like, lesbian porn. Watch it. kept scrolling. I found that one show with the fucking Fox girl
Senko?
that me and you watched.
Oh, Kanekon.
I found that. I'm like,
Oh, yeah. That's
porn.
Literal porn.
Yeah, watch it. I scrolled down a little further. Sure as shit, there it is, gazing back at me. Blade Dance of Elementals. and I was like, see this shit? I looked at Erin, she's like, what's wrong with it? I'm like, see that girl right there? And she said, yeah. I'm like,
That's a sword.
that's a sword. And she was like, no, it's a girl. I'm like, no.
No.
She's a sword. she's like,
a sword.
what do you mean she's a sword? He uses her, he picks her up and uses her like a sword. I'm like, no, she's a sword. And she was like, is it that hard to understand? She's a sword. Her name's Est. She's a sword. And so I told him to watch it.
Have they started it yet?
His list was very long.
Blade Dance of Elementalers really has that plot that most people think generic animes have, where it's the girl's a sword and a lolly, and she's naked. It's yeah, there it is.
Yeah, really,
She's 600.
really cliche stuff.
FBI.
No, it is 1000% the single most cliche shit you could ever imagine for someone who's never watched anime trying to describe it.
Yeah, okay, that makes more sense.
That show is a big guilty pleasure of mine.
If someone didn't
that
watch
one.
anime
It was
and they're
fun.
like, what do you think anime is? They're like, I don't know, some girl's a sword and she's naked and young, but she's 600 years old. And it's you just described Blade Dance of Elementalers.
And you can't forget Papa John's in himself.
Would you like crazy bread?
Papa John's himself came on the show, said the N-word, and then left.
Papa John.
Papa did it.
Papa did it.
I didn't say anything wrong.
I want to put the actual clip of him
Punching the fucking Coliseum. The giant robot punching the ancient Roman Coliseum.
not even like a
no,
main
that
plot
wasn't him.
point.
Remember, because the one girl summoned the big one to fight that one, and when he showed up, he busted through a wall, and we were
Oh, right. That was
up.
Oh, right. The big one was Dark Thos or something.
Yeah,
like
so
that.
because the big one was like, it was like Dark Thos or something, and then the girl was literally like, I summoned Giorgio's.
After I made the joke of like, oh man, this is my power. I summon pizza and I fucking throw it at him.
Yeah.
And she's like, Giorgio's. I was like, you fucking motherfucker.
I hate my life. I want to die.
I'm pissed.
Okay, Alex, on a slight less pizzaing the Hut, what was your
Like
guilty pleasure anime?
shows.
No, fuck you, actually. Anthony, what's your guilty pleasure?
Man, fuck you. I'll see you
You
after.
always go in this order. Anthony, what's yours? Anthony always goes last.
Hey, let's hear it, Big Cat.
One Room.
You know what?
It is. Have we talked about it on here before?
I think
I'm
so.
sure we
I
have.
think.
I think we've.
And you know what? If I'm being honest, I don't need to talk about it again.
Yeah, you do. I brought it up. Let's go. Let's go.
I agree.
It's like
Actually,
there's no plot. It's very sad to watch, especially if you're alone. And even with friends, you're like, I don't know what to do right
it's
now.
almost that's the thing with friends. It's like, man, this is a little bit embarrassing.
But it's not the sad where you're like, oh, I'm gonna cry. It's like, oh,
I don't
fuck,
feel
dude.
bad about myself when I watch it with you guys.
it's like the heavy weight on your.
Because then we just
shoulders.
make jokes.
But it's enjoyable as fuck.
It
for
honestly
some
is,
reason.
and it's animated really well.
don't
the girls
know
are
why.
really cute.
But I vibe with it, and that's
That was a good answer,
that's the tea.
man. We got two good answers here.
Luke?
Wook.
I mean, mine's one that you guys haven't seen. It's a show called Assassin's Pride. It's actually like a really pretty show, but when you first start it, you think it's Sword Art Online because the main character just looks like the main character from Sword Art Online.
Asuna.
No, Kirito or
I
whatever
think
his
it's
name
awesome.
is.
I don't know.
It's Kirito.
No, I'm
Sword
talking
Art
about
Online?
SAO.
Or Sword Art Online.
Yeah,
That main character.
it's Kirito.
Oh, he's talking about the dude.
Fucking dude.
Oh yeah.
Why would I give a fuck about
He's
the
literally
dude?
the main character of the show.
Again, why would I
In your
give
eyes,
a
bud.
fuck about
But
that guy?
have we all? Oh, I forgot. We all watched Sword Art Online.
Yeah, that's
I like the part where the one girl gets raped. There we go.
That was Goblin Slayer, Zoe.
No.
No, there's
that
a
was-
lot.
That was
There's-
Redo the Healer.
No,
Redo of Healer. You didn't say the name right.
That was
It doesn't even
Berserk.
matter.
No, that was Berserk.
There's a really fucked up rape scene in Berserk.
I heard the manga for Berserk is really good.
I really want to fucking read it.
Adam's actually been reading through it.
Has he?
Yeah.
I got
Shouts
told-
Adam.
Shouts at him.
How you doing,
How
bud?
you doing,
Hey,
Adam?
Adam, send us feet pics.
He'll do it again.
Do it.
I was told like a year or two ago to read Berserk's manga. I heard it was just
Yeah,
phenomenal.
I'm not even gonna front. Like watching the old Berserk, I would highly recommend that.
Mhm.
That show comes very highly recommended for me.
It looks fucking epic.
Yeah, because the Berserk that everyone's like used to seeing is the Berserk when Guts has the Berserk armor, like that armor that makes him feel no pain and heals wounds quickly. But the show, he doesn't even have it because he doesn't get the Berserk armor till like pretty damn far into the manga. Like it's pretty decently long into it, but in the show it goes through this arc called the Golden Age era, which is like young Guts and like this band of mercenaries that he was a part of, and it's just like a really good story, and it's really fucking good.
One of these days I'll check it out.
Just because
I can promise.
yeah, it's good because Berserk in general has a very dark, gory, gruesome undertone. Because, Guts he kills a lot of people.
I mean, the dude's name is Guts.
Yeah, he kills a lot of people, but like the Golden Age era is the lighter part of a very dark show. It's very good.
Eventually I'll pick it up.
You
I'm
need
sure
to.
of it.
It's very good.
Like with all those mage like Berserk, I'd like to pick up.
Cowboy Bebop.
I heard the OST for Bleach, and that made me want to watch it.
I don't think I'll ever watch Bleach.
I heard Bleach turns to shit.
That's what I heard.
I'm gonna
too.
watch. I gotta finish Cowboy Bebop.
Maybe I'll get to that. Who knows?
Yeah, it was really good when I was watching it, but then I think I was in the middle of watching Cowboy Bebop, and then I started watching ReZero, and I forgot about Cowboy Bebop. So,
I mean, ReZero's phenomenal.
yeah.
I'm gonna keep it solid with you. I stopped listening about halfway through because I found out there's 3 OVA episodes for One Room season 1. and a DVD special for season 2.
Whoa.
There's a DVD special.
For season 2.
Can you find it on Amazon and link it? Because I'll buy it.
Bruh, all right, I'll find
We-
it.
because
Hold on.
Well, actually, Luke needs to finish. Why is that your guilty pleasure?
Oh,
anime?
yeah.
Oh, I get to go. I can still go. We don't want to talk about Berserk for another 20 fucking minutes
Oh, I can still do it.
because I'm going to sit here and just keep looking up one room things to stop listening to you.
Finish up. Let's hear it, champ.
So the show really wasn't that good, but it was really pretty. Like all of the story was there, but they didn't do it well. Things like that. There's a whole fight scene they completely cut out that was like a major plot line. People were pissed about it. They kind of just gave up on it halfway through.
Is it only 12 episodes?
Yeah. I don't recommend it, but it was fun.
These guilty pleasure animes.
Yep.
Guilty pleasure animes.
Yeah, something you're not going to recommend, but
Yeah.
you enjoy.
I mean, there's like shows I can think of. The one like guilty pleasure anime that I wouldn't necessarily recommend anyone, but I, for some reason, fucking enjoyed. This was also the very first anime that I ever watched by myself. It is called Gundam Build Fighters. It's Gundam, except it's not. So like instead of teenagers piloting Gundams and going to war in real life, they use the actual Gunpla on this like game system, like probably like the size of like 6 of these tables put together, and you put your Gunpla down, and it puts you in like this like virtual reality world with a headset, and basically you're VR piloting your Gunpla against like someone else. It's super dope.
So is it
concept.
like a game or is it like actual war?
It's like a game.
Oh, so they're
Like,
just
yeah, like these kids are
they're
just in
playing
high school.
Axis and Allies.
Essentially, it's Axis and Allies VR, except you're a Gundam.
That sounds awesome.
Dude, it looks fucking sweet to do. I wish it was a real thing. And the mom for the one kid, banger. She
She a
stole
baddie?
She is 100% baddie.
Certified Harem
Certified
baddies.
hood baddie.
Certified hood classic.
So she really is. She stole the show.
Did you find it, Luke?
But it was actually, I don't know. It was, for me, I really enjoyed it. I don't know why. There was this one character. She had like this silver purplish hair, like really light color. She was by far my favorite.
I
She was
vibe
like
with- I vibe with
she was
that
from
hair.
like Europe or something. I don't know. Her name was very hard to pronounce, but she was a Bob character. It was a fun show. That's all I can really say about it. It's not a big Gundam plot point in any way, shape, or form.
There's so much
But it's a fun show. I'll show you guys a picture of the dude's mom.
Yeah, I'm curious.
She stole the show.
Did you find it?
So I was trying to find it, and at one point I clicked on an Amazon link, and it just brought up Japanese porn.
You guys want
Like,
to buy a DVD
like
box
just a
set of
DVD
Japanese
box set of
porn?
Japanese porn.
How much?
I found it on a website called cdjapan.co.jp. One room second season, $55.41.
Wait.
way.
Does that include all like the special OVAs and the
It's
DVD special?
it's the DVD set
I'm gonna assume that
of
doesn't
just
have
the second
subtitles.
season.
I've already watched the second season.
I'm gonna assume it doesn't have subtitles.
It's also 5,800 yen.
There's probably a setting for it, honestly. It's probably like an auto setting.
I'm not gonna gamble $55 on a setting.
For one room.
Dude, $55 for 20 minutes of show.
Hell yeah.
yeah, that's expensive.
That's less than that's more than $1 a minute. What the fuck?
Speaking of speaking of porn store, have
Lion's
I ever
Den.
told you guys about the porn stores in Japan that I went to?
No,
You did?
No, I never.
Where it was
heard these
where it was
stories.
like an 8-story building?
Yeah, and it
Yep.
was like the 7 layers of hell.
I've
You
never-
don't know that?
yeah,
shit?
no,
Dude,
I know the story.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
Anthony,
fun.
you haven't
fuck
heard
is-
it?
He's definitely said the
Alex
story.
is,
Really?
in
Alex has
person
drunk
before.
talked to me about Japan so many times. He's like, I'm so glad someone will listen to me. And I listen gladly because I enjoy hearing it, but you've never fucking told me this story.
Really?
I'm surprised because he tells it a lot.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, fuck me, I
Well,
guess.
I'll reiterate it since Anthony's never heard it. So, be me. Last day in Japan.
Is it a green text?
Yeah, the only thing I know about your last day in Japan is you went to the Gundam Cafe.
Yeah.
You went and you
I
like,
ate there
messed with
alone.
you messed with the mirror. You're like, this is loud, but it's kind of cool.
The Gundam Cafe was sick.
God, can you tell this story like you're writing a green text?
I'll try. It's hard to do them on the go, but I'll try. So, be me, weeb kid, last day in Japan. Decide to leave Shinjuku and go to Akihabara. board my train, get to Akihabara, etc., etc. Browsing weeb stores.
Uh-huh.
Anime.jpg.
Walk into weeb store with
Forget
lots
the
of...
JPEGs.
I'll get there. Walk into weeb store with lots of hentai on the first floor. .jpg.
I like where this is going.
Wait, no, that's not,
That's
not
not
how that works.
Not
It would be like boner.jpg.
Boner.jpg, sure. But I can't think of the green text.
Just
store.
tell me the fucking story.
All right, I can't do it in green text. So I walk in, like, pretty much it's this type of stuff
Okay.
on the first floor.
Yeah.
Like,
Pretty
anime-
tame.
yeah, pretty tame stuff on the first floor. I go up to the second floor. I'm like, all right, this is a cool store. You know, maybe I'll buy something. Gets a little bit more ecchi. By that I mean, like, instead of Mai wearing a bunny suit, she's not wearing anything, or perhaps something way more skimpy. I'm like, okay, this is epic too. Go up to the third floor. Mai's not wearing anything. She's getting ground pounded by Ame, pretty much.
Okay.
That's like 2 to 3 was like, whoa, holy shit. So I go up to floor 4 because I'm like, man, now I'm just really curious of what's on floor 4 and 5. So I go up to floor 4.
So wait, so this was a 5-story building?
I believe it was 5 stories.
Okay.
Go up
This
to
is
floor
one
4.
story.
Fuck you.
It's just a big Walmart. So I enter the 4th floor, and going up to the 4th floor, the vibe changed. Instead of just being anime girls, it was real girls at this point, along with anime girls. So like they had a section split off between real porn and actual hentai at this point. So I'm like, okay, this is, you know, we're balling. We're shooting
out of
live rounds
control.
at this
Yeah.
point.
Balling on a budget.
And there's one more floor.
I don't know how.
Yo.
I can expect the last floor to just be nothing but porn. Hentai is
You know, you just
below
wait.
you.
You
But
just wait.
It's worse.
It's so
Yeah,
bad.
so, I mean, I knew what I was expecting in a way, but I was surprised. I won't say either pleasantly or disappointingly. I was just surprised. Go up to this 5th floor, and it's not anime porn anymore. It's all real stuff,
all right.
but it is hardcore stuff. Like, there was a section entirely dedicated to pissing.
Oh, that's gross.
Like, it was some weird stuff that I was stumbling upon, like pissing, extreme bondage, bukkake, you name it, whatever stuff like normal people try to avoid, it was there, just smack dab in the middle. There was no censors, DVDs, posters.
And
Sir-
you are this mildly lost American boy.
I'm just
Can you point me
searching.
to the tentacle section? Yeah, that's right over between shit and bukkake. It's right over there in aisle 4.
Aisle 4.
I think I remember exactly where the shop was too, so we can revisit it.
Did you
It was just like
did you
a
see
wall.
anyone else there?
Oh yeah,
Was it busy?
it wasn't too busy. It was like what day did I leave? Like a Friday afternoon. So people were still at work.
It's not something you visit in the middle of the fucking day either.
Maybe you.
Well, you have to. They don't they don't stay open like till.
You're at
Very
work.
You fucking dip on
How
work.
late
Dude, Akihabara
wait.
geeks risk their life to go to these stores.
Wait,
You said it was the middle of the day.
It was.
Wait, what do you mean they don't stay open late?
They just don't stay open.
Not till like 10 o'clock or something.
Yeah, they probably close at like 8 or 9. Nothing too crazy.
On weekdays?
Hmm.
I guess that's reasonable.
Yeah.
I guess that's actually like right around here.
Yeah, like
makes
stores
sense.
like that. But
What about on
like,
the weekends?
I bet their hours are extended. I can
Or
almost
shorter.
guarantee.
What's
Yeah.
Walmart like in Japan?
I don't
I don't
think
think
they
have.
I think it's just
Walmart.
an American store.
Yeah, I don't think they have Walmart. They have Daiso, which I hear is Walmart but better.
Oh,
Was there a joke?
we all got whooshed.
Yeah.
I know there's not Walmart in fucking Japan. That was
Hey,
the point of me
I-
asking.
I don't know what you know.
I know enough to know there's not Walmarts in fucking
Hey, what's
Japan.
Giant Eagle like in Japan?
Yeah,
Yo, they
what's
got
up?
Food Lion, right?
What's Acme like in Japan?
Yeah, they got a clicks.
DMV like in Japan.
I bet it's not as
Fucking
abysmal as
sucks.
here.
How's TD's tailgate in Japan?
Oh man, this is one more quick story about TD's Tailgate. We worked for the guy who owned TD's Tailgate once. He said-
Well, hold on. There was a first story about
yeah,
TD's
that was the
tailgate?
first TD's tailgate story.
Did I say what I
You
said?
said
You said this is the
Another
second
one.
story about.
Oh
TD's
no, there's
tailgate.
just one.
You said here's another
I
story.
was like, what the hell happens
Wait
at
a minute.
TD's tailgate?
I actually do have a TD's tailgate story.
We'll get onto that after this.
Mine's super quick.
I want to hear
Mine
about
So
is too.
what's
instead
going on
of
at
we
TD's.
worked for the dude who owns all of them. Instead of him paying
All
us
3 of them.
all 3, yeah, that's a lot. But instead of paying us in cash full, he paid us some cash and some TD's tailgate like gift card coupons for like
So
$20 off your order.
worthless shit.
Yeah, because no one has been to TD's tailgate that I know of.
I
Besides
go there all the time.
I've been there once.
It's delicious.
the owner's crazy.
It was meh.
Food's great.
All right, go on. He gives you these fake Monopoly TD money.
Yeah, he paid us with
TD
Monopoly
funny
money,
TD money.
and John took it.
All of it.
Yeah. Anyway, Jake, go on. What's going on at TD's?
Last Sunday night. So my mom has work in the morning and I have school in the morning, and I had to be up pretty damn early because I had to be there at like 9 o'clock, and I got to drive to Akron, so I got to
Yeah.
wake up semi-early just to get ready. And my mom, it was Sunday, and usually she doesn't, but she's like, I'm going to go out to TD's with Matt. We're going to have a couple beers. I was like, cool, have fun. 9 o'clock comes around, not home. It's fine. It's pretty normal. Even on the weekends, they're usually out till like curfew anymore, like 11. 11 comes around. Mom's not home. Like, wonder where my mom's at. Midnight hits me in the face. HomeAlone.jpg.
Where's Jenna at?
Home with me.
Probably sleeping at this
She was
point.
asleep. She had school in the morning.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
pull out my phone and I go to find my iPhone and look for my mom. It's just in some neighborhood. I was like, this is weird. 2 a.m. comes around, I'm asleep. 3 a.m. comes around, I'm still asleep. 4 a.m. comes around, I hear the garage door open. Hold on. 4 a.m. and the garage door opens up. I sit up thinking I'm going to die. I go downstairs to see what the commotion's about because my dog is barking at this point. Matt's standing in the kitchen, like, hey, Matt. My mom pops around the corner with a beer in her hand. Hey, Jay! I'm like, you guys just get home? Yep, just walked in the door. I'm going back to bed. And I go upstairs and I lay down. I fall back asleep, and my mom comes upstairs. And I'm asleep, and she walks into my room, and I had like a blanket over me, and I was asleep. There was another blanket underneath my blanket that was like, it made it look like a little lump, just like probably about the size of Neil. And my mom walks in, like drunkenly, and sees this mound, and she just starts going, "What's this?" and just starts slapping the fuck out of it. And I look, Jesus, Mom, what are you doing? She's like, I didn't know what it was. I didn't know. I had to find out. I'm like, go to bed, get out. And she's like, don't talk to me like that. I'm like, it's 4 a.m. I'm tired. I have to get up in 4 hours. She's like, I'm sorry. And she goes to bed. Next morning, I find out what had happened was at TD's, 11 o'clock came around. Mom and Matt were drinking beers with this other couple, and they were like, man, it's 11 o'clock. It's curfew. We got to go home. And this couple was like, we got beer and a pool table at our house.
Oh.
And my mom and Matt were like, we don't know you guys. We'll follow you. And so they just went to their house and drank with them for another 5 hours. And my mom said they just had a nice time and played pool and drank with strangers at their house.
That's pretty wholesome.
That
Chungus
would have been
100.
kind of funny if you, like, when they got home, you were sitting down in the kitchen.
Waiting.
Like the parent, like, what are you doing home at this hour?
Like,
Why are you out so late?
normally I am up like in downstairs when they get home because they get home at a
I
reasonable
was saying,
time.
well, usually it's not 4 a.m. when someone gets home.
4 a.m. and I was like, Jesus Christ. I tried to call him at like 2 before I went to bed, and nobody answered. So I'm like, what the fuck?
These damn adults nowadays, dude.
You guys want to lease a pool table?
No.
You know, if
Nah.
you go to Rent a Center, you can.
Damn, I didn't pay the lamp rent. They're taking they're repossessing my lamp.
Oh, actually, I got a funny story about this.
Speaking of that, I did see him today at the gym. Yeah, I did.
Whoa,
Okay, so here's the story.
It was weird.
fuck that guy.
Okay, so I moved in. Luke, I don't know if you know like that story.
I don't know if Luke knew you whenever
What
you moved out.
story?
Point exact.
Okay, so in 2019, I moved out
This is actually pretty fun.
in May. I got a lease at a house with a buddy of mine at the time, and he got this like couch from Rent-A-Center.
Wasn't
and
it just a couch? Like
was-
there was no other couches or anything in the living room?
I think
There was a
there
TV
was
stand.
it looked like a standard living room. There was like a TV stand. I mean, after the couch was gone, there was not much, but we'll get to that. So he had this couch, and he got it from Rent-A-Center. And Rent-A-Center, you make payments on it monthly until you pay it off, then it's yours. So he stopped making payments on the couch, and I came home at like 2:00 from work, 2:30, and he was usually at work at that time. And that's when the Rent-A-Center guys always showed up. So they show up the first time. They're like, "Hey, are you Justin?" I'm like, "No, I'm not. He's not home." They're like, "Yeah, well, he's got to make the payment on this couch." I'm like, I don't know what to do, Chief." So they leave, and then like the next week they come back. They're like, "Hey, are you Justin?" I'm like, "No, I'm not. Still."
Still not.
And then I'm like, "He's not home." He's like, "Well, he's got to make payments on this couch." And I'm like, "Oh, okay. Like, I'll deliver the message." And like another week goes by. Rent-A-Center shows up. They're like, "Hey, are you Dustin?" I'm like, "No, I'm still not Justin." And they're like, "Well, he's got to make payments on this couch." I'm like, dude, like, you're beating a dead horse right now. I don't know what to tell you." Fourth week shows up. They got a big van with them. They knock. They're like, "Hey, are you Justin?" I'm like, "Nope, I'm still definitely not Justin." And they're like, "Well, we need to come take the couch." I'm like, "All right." I open the door, let them in, and they're like taking off the cushions. I'm like, "You guys want help lifting it out?" And they're like, I mean, they're like, "What?" I'm like, "Do you want me to help you get the couch out of the house?" So I helped them remove the couch from the house, load it in their van. I'm like, "Hey, finger guns. See you guys later."
That has to be like the single most weirdest thing to do when you have to repossess and like literally anything.
Yeah.
Have someone come to repossess your couch, and the guy's like, "I'm gonna help you carry that. Is it a little
It's
heavy?"
like repossessing a car. Someone's like, "Oh, dude, here's the fucking keys." I mean, who the fuck finances a couch from Rent-A-Center?
It's not like
And they can't pay
it's
it.
not like how I think it works is it's not like a loan, so there's no credit involved, so they can't touch your credit.
Like
It's like I'm not exactly sure how it works, so don't quote me on this.
Look up, can Rent-A-Center fuck up your credit?
How does Rent-A-Center work?
But I just know like you make the payments and they're
is it like
Abnormal.
Sweetwater?
it might be there's like I don't think there's any credit involved. You just make the payments until it's paid off. But the prices, the payments are like not low, but they're low. But overall price is higher than what it would be if you bought it retail anywhere else. So you're overpaying just in a monthly sense.
You're financing a couch for like 24 months.
Yes.
As a nice sectional, I might finance that for 2 years.
That's a nice
I mean,
section.
pretty
I might
much.
make a very large financial burden upon myself.
Do I want to pay $35 a month for 2 years for this sectional piece?
Do I want to pay $48 a month for this futon? You bet your butt I do.
But yeah, that was
Load it in the truck, fellas.
I love futons, dude.
I love a futon, but I don't know if I'd finance a futon.
I don't know if I'd finance a futon.
Did you know you don't need a minimum credit to rent from Rent-A-Center?
Can it fuck up your credit,
they will
though?
take
I
anybody.
have no clue. I'm trying to find that out now.
Does Rent-A-Center have tables and chairs?
Well, like even for
We're
for
not
for our
financing a
phones,
table.
Alex is on my bill, and it doesn't run through like my credit score. So if I like miss payments, it can't affect my credit score. But
Really?
I have to have good credit in order to get the phone.
Yeah, because you
You're
don't
still paying like
because you
money
don't
out
shop
monthly.
with credit, they can't do anything to your credit.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow.
Because you don't shop with credit, so you don't have anything that would hit your credit at all. You're not taking
Yeah.
out a loan. You don't need to like give them your score
true.
or anything.
I kind of
So-
figured it would be kind of like a car, not a couch. You like
No,
if you miss a
'cause you-
payment on a car, it'll fuck your credit.
But that's because you take out a loan for a car.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
The bank basically pays for your car, and then you pay back the bank. But with this, they like Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion can't do anything.
So what's the what's like the consequences for getting your fucking couch repossessed?
You just
Credit
lose-
worthiness? They're gonna say, "Are you gonna pay this time?" You're gonna be like, "I don't know, maybe." And they're not gonna give it to you.
Now they're gonna say, "We'll take that chance."
This is
You
Rent-A-Center.
Yeah, you lose.
No,
a couch.
no, like it 1000% says that they will check your credit worthiness to make sure you make payments. So if you had history of not making payments, they won't fucking give you your couch.
That's when you just go to Aaron's and do it there.
Hey, I'm at Rent-A-Center. How's your credit worthiness? It sucks pretty bad. All right, give him the sectional, and we'll throw in the puppy lamp.
Would you guys like to see a video of us renting a couch at Rent-A-Center and then not making the payments?
And
Filming
seeing
the
if it
guys
gets
repossessing
repossessed.
it?
Did
What's up,
you know
guys?
that
Hello, Harem. This is live couch
Whose credit
repossession.
worthiness are we going to fuck?
Option 1, own it in 4 to 6 months. That's an option you can just choose.
What are the other options?
Early purchase discount, small fixed payments, pick up where you left
He
off,
probably did small fixed payments.
which his dip ass still didn't make.
That's why
I
the
mean-
couch was gone.
This guy sounds like a real piece of
No,
work.
Anthony made the biggest mistake of his life when he moved out with him. It
Wait.
was
Yeah, because I lived there for 4 months. and
He
then-
got the big room.
he got to use the. Go ahead. Why don't you go ahead and say what happened to living in the house for the year?
the year. That didn't last. I moved in May, and I moved out in late August, early September. And then I paid rent every month until the lease was up.
So Anthony moved back into the house I live in with my parents, and he was still paying for the house he was renting, even though he was not living there.
Yeah, so that was poggers. Oh my god.
That was like what, like $300?
Yeah.
a month.
Yeah.
A year?
Let's do another anime topic.
I'm down. I know we had one more.
Jay.
Yo.
Tell me a show you wish you could watch again for the first time.
Ooh, I was hoping to do this one.
A show I wish I could watch again for the first time. May I look at my list?
Yes,
Yeah,
you
Because
go
there
may.
might be one I'm forgetting.
Yes, you may.
I have
Do you need to phone a friend?
2 on my mind.
Then go, Thorpe, while Jay is looking.
What? Fucking Jesus.
Wait, did you find it?
No, I just love getting text from my dad when I'm in the middle of this podcast. Text from my dad. You got to get over here and try this dip and these chips. Stupid good.
I love your dad.
My dad does not send texts like that.
You got to get over here and try this dip and these chips. Stupid good.
Oh, I love your dad so much.
Go, Thorpe.
It's just such a dad text.
I love your dad.
It's got to be a toss-up between Konosuba and Darling in the Franxx.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Bonus-
allowed to have multiple shows.
Let's try and limit it to one. Make it more interesting.
Limit to one?
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm gonna.
You
try,
can choose a
I'm
few,
gonna-
but you have to narrow it down.
I'm gonna try and do this with the one. Konosuba, because that was like the first anime I fully, wholeheartedly watched on my own. I mean, before that there was Attack on Titan, but like someone else made me watch that.
Mm-hmm.
But Konosuba was definitely the first that I was like, I want to watch this, and I fucking love that show. And Darling in the Franxx, because I usually watch like 3 or 4 episodes a night before I go to bed, and I was getting to the end. I think I was on the last like 3 or 2 episodes, and I was so giddy for the night to come. So I was like, I can't wait to watch Darling in the Franxx. I want to know what happens. I was a fucking toddler on Christmas morning.
Mm-hmm.
I was just so excited to go watch it, and then the ending sucked dick. But I thoroughly enjoyed the show so much. So I'm gonna have to go with Darling in the Franxx.
Luke?
Oh, do you want me to go next? I was going to let
Sure.
Jay go next because he just got done watching his list.
Jay?
I don't care who goes first.
Go ahead.
Okay. Like Thorpe, I think I'm going to have to talk myself through this one real quick, but I do have 2 in mind. Number 1 is K-On! K-On! Or Diaries of Our Days at the Breakwater are both 2 shows that I feel like I could really watch again, or wish that I could watch again.
We're going for a breakwater.
Yeah, K-On! Because it's K-On! And that show just makes you feel.
That's it.
It just makes you feel.
Yes, you feel.
It's a great show. You feel the whole time, and it's you finish the show and you feel something. That being said, fishing, Diaries of Our Days at the Breakwater. I was kind of Thorpe whenever that show was airing, cause
Just giddy.
boy, was I excited when I saw a new episode of Diaries of Our Days. I would just see it and I'd be like,
You know, that's the one anime we actually got Corporal to watch.
because I don't want to go through, I wouldn't want to go through what K-On! Made me feel again. Not because it was like horribly sad, but just because I felt kind of like,
Well, good thing we watched the movie that night together.
We
Just because I felt like
almost cried.
Yeah, we were all like,
just because
yeah.
I just felt kind
The
of like
homies.
I think I just felt empty and kind of like I miss it
feel
already and
that.
it just ended. Because I don't want to feel that again. I just want to watch Diary of Our Days at the Breakwater again because it just made me feel good, and I was just so happy to watch it every week. So yeah, fishing.
That wasn't one I was
I did not
expecting.
expect Breakwater.
I
Not
love
at all.
that show.
But fantastic.
Alex, go.
Ooh, I think there's 3 shows that I can really limit it down to. I mean, there's a whole plethora of shows that I wish I could watch again, but these 3 stick out. The first one being Citrus, the second being Happy Sugar Life, and the third being Toradora. Yeah. With Citrus, I just fucking adored that show. Everything about it I loved. All these shows made 2 of these shows and one other show made me feel horribly depressed. Citrus was interesting because I didn't know what the fuck was going to happen, honestly. I mean, it's pretty much expected that the 2 get together, but for some reason that never clicked in my head. I kept thinking bad stuff was going to happen. So that show always kept me on edge. With Happy Sugar Life, did not expect the ending at all. That hit me like a ton of bricks. I did not think that would happen at the end.
Yeah, Thor found out in the first
I
5
found
seconds
out
of him
episode 1 what happened at the end of episode 12.
because he
Walked
watched
around and
episode
found out.
12.
And
Fucking
I mean,
kiss ass.
with I'm currently reading the manga of
Demon
Happy.
Slayer.
Man, what a great
After
show to
I
do it
told
to.
Thorpe he could use my Amazon Prime and watch it, he was like, "Nope, I'm gonna watch it illegally," and then fucking watch the 12th episode first. And was pissed about it.
Justice bit me in the ass.
Just quick side note, spoiler warning. You know that fight scene in Demon Slayer with Spider Kid?
Yeah.
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 Oh, dude, that's such a good
that
arc.
was the first scene that's the first episode I ever watched Demon
That's
Slayer.
such a good arc.
And it was on accident, and I was mad after I figured it out.
You should have been
All right,
mad.
back to you.
With Happy Sugar Life, because I'm currently reading the manga right now. I'm on like volume 4, and it makes me really, really want to rewatch the show. Because reading the manga, I'm like, man, I miss the anticipation of wondering what the fuck is going to happen to these 2. Because it's such a weird story. Like there's nothing good in it. Everything sucks.
Mm-hmm.
People die. Everybody's life is shit.
Yeah.
And it's just I miss the anticipation of wondering if these 2 will get a happy ending. And I won't spoil it. But and with Toradora, I go back to the Giddy thing, where every time I would watch an episode, I would get off work, run up the stairs, literally jump in bed, and watch Toradora
Jump
for
in
like
bed and
2
start
hours.
jerking off.
I watched Toradora when I first got into anime. That was one of the first shows I watched, and the excitement still filled my veins. I was like, "Wow, something new, something crazy."
Palm Top Tiger.
The Palm Top Tiger. And I was just always really, really excited to watch Toradora. And I remember thinking to myself, "This is one of the greatest shows I've ever seen. Out of all the TV and everything I've watched, I want that feeling back." So I've been contemplating rewatching Toradora for a long time now. I think I'm gonna. It's been 3 years since I've seen it. It's overdue.
Real quick before we
do
go
it,
on to
King.
Luke's, this is gonna be super fast. It has tons of topic with Toradora. One of my coworkers, Jeff Pegleg, I've told you guys about it. He follows me on Twitter. And
Jeff 3.
Yeah, he calls me Palm Top Tiger at work. He has no idea what it means, but that's what he calls me.
Jeff 3 calls you Palm Top Tiger?
Yeah.
It's pretty poggers.
All right.
That's very poggers.
Does he have a beard?
No.
Damn, fuck.
Is he bald?
Shit.
He has a little bit of hair.
I
But he's
wish
not
I
bald.
was bald.
Why?
We can make that happen.
We can.
All right, Luke.
The
What's...
irony of you wanting to be bald
yeah, you're right. He does have the longest
should not be
hair.
lost on
He has the
anybody in
longest
this room.
hair and the fullest beard.
The only beard.
It's
or
not
only
hard
this
to
beard.
do when none of us can grow
Yeah.
fucking facial hair.
I
And
wish I could grow a
Luke just
beard.
goes, fuck, I gotta shave.
No, he's like that fish in SpongeBob where he just flexes in his beard.
Where I rip off my bandana and go, and then I
Dennis.
have a
Oh
my God,
fucking
you've got the
mustache.
bandana.
Yeah.
Dennis.
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 I'm Dennis, and then you're going to blow bubbles in my eyes.
Yeah.
But he's got glasses, so that won't be effective.
Oh right, I have protection. I'm like Dennis 2.0.
Dennis had glasses too.
No, he took his
no,
sunglasses
that's right. When they
not
were riding
on
David Hasselhoff.
when they were riding the Hasselhoff.
We rode the Hasselhoff.
Dude, I read somewhere that they auctioned off the David Hasselhoff that they used in the movie.
like the model of his back.
Yeah, they auctioned it off.
Remember when David Hasselhoff's tits separated?
Yeah, when
and
they're like
fucking make a
squares.
super compressed
And he has
launch.
to compress SpongeBob and SpongeBob.
He has to compress the crown to launch it.
That's such a good movie.
Such a weird.
It was very weird,
Yeah.
not
Oh,
really
it's
fitting.
stupid weird, but I fucking love it.
David Hasselhoff wasn't very fitting for any of that
don't know
part.
why
He was in
that.
Baywatch. Wasn't he in Baywatch?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why he was there.
Yeah.
But like, why? Was
But why in SpongeBob? I'm saying it wasn't very fitting.
Because
Also, he was a motorboat. He didn't kick his feet. He
Just glided across the water.
he went like this. It was just moving.
SpongeBob is the single greatest American cartoon
Oh.
to ever be made.
Old SpongeBob. New SpongeBob.
Yeah,
sucks
old.
dick.
Let's
I was gonna
reiterate
say,
that.
the single greatest American cartoon, Old Spice.
Old Spice.
Old SpongeBob had the funniest episodes.
That's
to this
true.
day, I still love them.
Chowder.
Close second.
I saw a Reddit post on OK Buddy Retard where it's like, fuck it, there is no meme. It's just a whole episode of SpongeBob, and then he uploaded a whole episode of SpongeBob.
Luke, what was your
Love that subreddit.
what's your anime that you want to rewatch?
I had 3. I had Violet Evergarden,
Mm-hmm.
Ancient Magus' Bride, and Gurren Lagann. Violet Evergarden, because that show's so fucking good, like unnecessarily.
Yeah,
good.
that's one of those shows. There's no mistakes. They just
Yeah.
flawless.
Like I really want to watch that again, just because it's so fucking
I
good.
do too. Fuck, man, I want to rewatch it.
Like there's not, I don't even have like a good actual reason to rewatch it. It's just fucking Ancient Magus' Bride because I want to experience the life of Chisei again. Because
Tuesday.
fucking Christ. And then Gurren Lagann because it has like some of the coolest fight scenes I've ever seen in any show. I've watched a lot of fucking like fighting anime and
Let's
shit.
rewatch it. There is. I'm sorry to take the limelight away from you, Luke, but there's a. When you brought up Gurren Lagann, I thought of Mechs. There's one more show that I really want to rewatch, and that's Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans.
You actually brought this up today in the car.
Yeah, I was telling Anthony, I'm trying to convince one of you motherfuckers to watch a Gundam so I can talk about it because
I got
feel
sound
alone.
euphonium on the plate right
How
now.
can I watch a Gundam if there's only? How can I watch a Gundam if there's more than one in a show?
Enough with the sarcasm.
I wish I was a German orphan.
Huh?
The name of the show, you said it's like Iron Blood Orphan.
got it, but-
Iron-Blooded Orphans.
Yeah, he said he wishes he was a German orphan.
Time to take Luke to Dusseldorf.
Speaking of Dusseldorf, you guys ever played Euro Truck Simulator?
Oh my god.
Very
all the
popular
time.
city amongst the.
Kani Kanizawa played Euro Truck Simulator.
I have played Euro Truck Simulator.
It's a fun game.
Did I enjoy Euro Truck Simulator? For a bit.
I fucking loved it.
Me and Anthony and Cone had a very, very good trucking company.
I want to get like a racing wheel and pedals just to play Euro
Kyle
Truck.
did.
I'm on my way.
It was epic.
Uh-huh.
Hey, what's our time at?
1 hour, 12 minutes.
1 hour and 12 minutes.
Can't even count that high.
Thank you.
All right, dick.
Anyone else have any closing thoughts before we call it?
One, not closing thought, but closing question. Luke, I've been trying to figure it out. What is your hat?
It's
What is-
Rayquaza from Pokemon.
Can you like?
Can I like?
put your
Yeah,
head
can
on
I
that?
like see it?
It's
I'm trying to see where that is. Oh, there it is.
Where is it? The top?
It's right there.
I don't.
Right?
Why can't I see it?
I'm trying to figure it out. I know what Rayquaza looks like.
The head's right there. There's his mouth.
Oh, there it is.
I
Okay.
totally see it now. Okay.
Yeah, I get it now.
Okay.
Rayquaza's. That's a cool way to put him because I would expect them to make him like he's a big flying snake.
He's actually my favorite Pokemon.
really Rayquaza's
Yeah.
cool as fuck.
Yeah, he is actually my favorite Pokemon
I-
just because he's so fucking neat.
Of the legendaries, I think mine's probably Deoxys, but that's
Deoxys
I-
has a cool
I
story.
love
Yeah.
Deoxys. I
Deoxys
love
is cool as fuck.
Deoxys.
He fights Rayquaza.
Does he?
there was a
Deoxys
movie.
does?
Yeah.
I never saw it, but I know there was a movie.
You know, I forgot. Years ago, I saw Deoxys for the first time, and Alex remembered. We knew
He's
what he looked
scary.
like. But, I mean, literally 10 years had passed, and I could not remember this fucking Pokemon's name. And I was on Twitter, and some guy had his profile picture, so I DM'd him. I'm like, what the fuck is that Pokemon's name, dude? And he said Deoxys, and I felt like a huge weight had been lifted off my shoulders for 10
No,
years.
Was it like normal Deoxys or defense Deoxys or speed Deoxys?
It was the blue and red Deoxys, dude.
So it was all.
It was any of them.
It was maybe.
They're all blue and red.
Yep.
I just knew it
What,
was
did he look
Deoxys.
beefy, skinny, really skinny, kind of
The
Wavy,
Deoxys I
wacky
remember-
yeah,
armies.
wavy, wacky?
The
Wacky
Deoxys
arms.
I remember was kind of beefy with wavy, wacky arms.
Yeah.
That's just regular Deoxys. He
Deoxys.
has like 4 forms.
Isn't he electric or something?
No,
He
he's
was
psychic.
fucking with the city's
Yeah,
power.
he's
He
like-
turned
he
off
does-
all the
Well,
power.
yeah, because his different forms changes what typing he is.
No,
doesn't it?
I don't
Doesn't
know.
he
It changes
Which
his
legendary
stats.
changes
Power.
his typing?
None of them.
It might not be a legendary.
Cast form does.
Cast
but it's
form.
not a fucking
He's a
legend.
blob.
He's a blob, and if it's raining, he's water. If it's
it's
sunny,
sunny,
he's the
he's-
sun. And if it's windy, he becomes a hurricane.
She real creative with that one.
Deoxys
He's
is
cast
epic.
form.
No, Deoxys is dope as fuck.
I want to get the world's most powerful cast form and then get it one-shotted by a Pidgey.
Actually, all right. So here's my closing statement.
Go ahead.
I have the stickers that I'm gonna get printed for Diary of Our Days, the Breakwater for each character for each one of us. I have Natsume.
We've
Yeah.
already
We
gone
already
over
went
this.
over
Yeah, I know.
this.
Who do
Yeah.
you guys want?
We've already gone over who everybody gets.
Who do you get?
Jay was Ono Senpai.
I was
I
Ono.
thought.
Oh no. Do you get Sneaky Fox?
He
Girl?
got
I
Sneaky
called
Fox.
Sneaky
Yeah,
Fox.
Sneaky Fox Girl. And
I
you
think
have
I
the
get the main character. Yeah.
All right. I need to eventually get those printed. It's been like 2 months.
Yeah,
I've
you
been sitting on
should.
those.
You do.
Hina.
I was
Hina.
making.
That's like
Hina.
Hina.
Yeah.
I was making the noise of Jay's face. He was just.
I couldn't. I was thinking really hard. Okay.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. You better get those printed soon then.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, guys,
Good outro.
that is the end of the Hello Harem podcast. Thank you very much for always watching and listening. Follow, subscribe to us on YouTube. Hit the bell button. Like the video. Make a comment. Share the podcast with a friend if you found anything informative or funny, or if you hate us and you want to spread some shit. Go ahead and share the podcast.
and you want to make comments about how Anthony's small and I'm ugly.
Yeah, Jay's ugly. Anthony's small. Luke shits his pants.
Alex has a stinky hat.
I guess I have a stinky hat.
Alex is stinky.
Stinky.
But that's the end of the podcast. Make sure to follow us on all our platforms. Well, guys, thanks for watching. My mic got cut out the last second. We'll see you next week. Hello Harem Podcast is out.